In 2022, the C-Class went into its 5th generation after being rebuilt and made bigger. Since a new coupe wasn't part of the deal, the two-door kept using 4th generation parts. On the other hand, the old E-Class car was still made until the 2020 for E-Class came out. Once more, no car for you. With these events in mind, the appearance of the 2020 for CLE makes a lot of the moving around behind the scenes clear. A wheelbase of 112.8 inches connects the CLE to the new C-Class car. It's an inch longer than the old C-Class car, but not nearly as long as the new E-Class's huge 116.6-inch wheelbase. The CLE is 191.0 inches long, which is about the same as the E-Class, and 73.3 inches wide, which is a bit closer to the E-Class. The CLE is a good mid-size car, but its length is shorter than the C-Classes, which makes more sense for a coupe. People who like the E-Class coupe with outdoor pillars will be upset to learn that the CLE has one, just like the C-Class coupe. However, this doesn't ruin the mood because the sides are smooth and flowing, and there are small creases on the fenders that make the shape even longer. Since the CLE has longer body panels than the 5th generation C-Class car, the hood looks much longer. The chassis is made up of the same type of multi-link front and back suspension as the C-Class. This made the CLE stable and steady as it went along the winding roads along the coast of northern Spain. There are more similarities between it and the C-Class, though. It had the same steering and stop feel as our C300 road test, which we didn't like. A lot of accuracy and predictability are present, but the driver feedback process isn't fully developed. The base CLE 300 has the same 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that was first seen in the 2020 C300. The new C300 has 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, which is 22 pounds-ft more than the old one. When you move up to the CLE for 5.0, you get a 3.0-liter inline-6 turbocharged engine that makes 375 horsepower and 369 pounds-ft of torque. The 48-volt hybrid system can add up to 23 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque when needed. Both engines have an integrated starter-generator ISG. The ISG doesn't increase the total output of either engine, but it hides turbo lag and makes start-stop episodes almost impossible to spot. The CLE looks great, is made of high-quality materials, and has a dual-screen layout that makes it easy to use. There's a strong sense of deja vu here, as the cockpit looks very much like the one on the 2022 C300 we tried. The CLE and that car both have well-made interiors that pleased us. But that exact sameness also causes the same familiar worry, since there are no buttons or switches to be seen. You can make all kinds of changes on the center touchscreen.